Hello guys, what's going on? So this morning I have, if you see behind me, the Deathtrap. It's ready to go in the water. A little fun fact here, I did take this out but didn't video it the first time. And it ran so poorly that I couldn't keep it running. It wasn't even worth making video. I did a lot of things to this. I'm going to show you that in this video, but we're going to take it out there and tear it up. I started to break it in, ran a few gallons of extra fat oil, but an hour's good enough. Forget it. We're just going to send it. We don't need to break it in. We're just going to put it to the test. If she's going to let go, she's going to let go now. So let's give her a shot. Never fails. Never fails. I get to the boat ramp, I always start it before I put it in the water. So it's like the battery's dead. And I had it on charge all night because it was sounding a little weak, you know, last night. I go to Walmart, spend $100 on another battery, the kind that you don't have to put acid in and charge. Put it in the parking lot, same thing, the starter crapped out. Luckily I got 7 of them at home. And you can see there are people going out on the boat, and here I am playing with parts again. I'm going out in the water, so I'm going home to change the starter real fast, and I'll be on that water. Okay, about 30 minutes. I changed the starter in the driveway with the factory pipe in the way. That is almost impossible. A lot of swearing and a really long extension to do that. It started right up, fired right up, so we're going to go drop it in right now. Okay, so a couple things. Number one, I did not blow it up. Number two, I lost footage from yesterday and the day before of when I ordered the parts and what I did to this, because I took it out Saturday. No, I took it out last weekend and the thing fell on its face, wouldn't go anywhere. Then Saturday, I put all the parts on that I ordered from SBT. So here's the scoop. Let me give you this. And I know you probably want to see more of this damn thing running and not so much of it, you know, talking about building the damn thing, but I got to make sure it's right. So, okay, we're going to talk about this again. The 720 or 717, right? I put the factory pipe on here. I had it bored 0.75 over, and WSM piston kit, and I added two 40 millimeter carbs from a 787 XP to feed that pipe from what I read online. So here's what happened. I did all that and the thing wouldn't run, okay? So I'm reading, I'm searching, I can't find anything. Thing's backfiring, it's got no power. So I called SBT, I called the tech department. There's a guy named Adam. And I mean, I called Group K, I called Factory Pipe, I called all these different companies trying to find out, because in the manual, the Seadoo service manual, it says this is a 717D, as in Delta. The SP, ow, that was my leg. The SP has a 717D, and I'm asking people, what the hell is the D? And nobody could tell me. Oh, there's no such thing. I don't know where you heard that. Group K was like, buddy, I've been rebuilding Seadoo 720s for years, and I've never heard of that. Well, then another shop I called, and they looked up the microfiche, and they're like, that's funny. The 717D is in the microfiche, but it has a question mark next to the rotary valve timing, and that was my problem. So when I called SBT, the guy was searching. He's like, let me talk to the guys. I'll be right back. And he was going online talking to them. He came back and found out that the D model is detuned. So it's a single carb with a 132 degree rotary valve. So it's got a shorter valve duration and one single 38 millimeter carb. There is no difference in port timing. There is no difference in ignition timing, which is what I was told by somebody else. It's the same motor with that different timing plate and carburetor. So he said, what you want to do is you want to get a 159 degree valve, because you put the dual 40 millimeter carbs on here. He said that's going to fix your problem. But also, what I didn't know was I screwed up and ordered two of the eBay $8 carb kits. And I had all that on film. I unboxed it, I tore the carbs apart, and I lost the footage. So the problem is, when you use those shitty ass carb kits, they leak. In fact, on the manifold under here, you could see where it was peeing gas out all over the manifold. All the green paint I put on there was gone. It was leaking in the hull. One carb was, so the gaskets just weren't right. So I ordered two SBT carb kits, and you know, you can look on the forums, you can read about this stuff. It's it's a big difference. Some people say don't use those cheap kits, get an OEM equivalent. I did not, and I learned the hard way. So I lost all the footage of me rebuilding the carbs, but two 40 millimeter carbs from a 787, 142 main jet, 75 pilot jet. I raised the pop-off pressure to 42 psi is the best I can get it. Factory Pipe recommends 44 psi. I didn't have a pop-off tester, so I bought one. Another thing I'll show you that was in the unboxing video from SBT, that the parts I ordered I lost. But I do have a couple other things that are still in the box that I ordered for this and Michelle's Seadoo, and I can show you those in another video. I got all new mats, I got handlebar covers, I got seat covers, I got everything. So it's gonna look a lot nicer. So as you see, the thing runs. It only does about 45 next to a guy that had a Seadoo Spark, and that's a Concord 1624 Solos prop. Apparently I need a taller prop. Now what I see online is the stock prop for this is a 1735. I thought that was way too tall, but apparently not. And with that prop I would get more top end. So a little bit of cavitating with the new wear ring in the prop, and I'm not sure if it's because it might be bouncing off the rev limiter. I can't tell. It gets to 45 real quick, but that's it.
So I want more top end. It's got a ton of bottom end. You stab it and that thing, if you stand on the back over here and you stab it, the whole thing comes right out of the water. So it's got a lot of bottom end power. And so I got to play with it one more time throughout the week, and the next time I take it out, hopefully I can get more footage, better footage out there of it running. Best I could do with a waterproof camera. You know, you can't hear much. I did put a couple Klotz stickers on. I got those. We're going to talk about Klotz because I got a lot of Klotz stuff. The octane booster I have to use on this. It did detonate once or twice, so I'm using 93 with the octane booster, which is bringing it to 95 octane. The Klotz Technoplate synthetic oil, best stuff in the planet, and I have all kinds of stuff to show you from Klotz, and we'll make a whole separate video on that. So until then, that's it. The new battery is in the truck. I'll have to, because I put the old one back in. It wasn't the battery, it was a starter. I changed that out, and for the most part, it is running. So we're almost done working on these things. Then I can start making videos out there of hopefully going out to the monster hole through the inlet. I'm gonna meet up with some guys and go out with experienced riders, and we're gonna hit the monster hole, and I'm gonna just pin it, send it. If she makes it, she makes it. Thanks for watching, guys.